If you're not a cisgender, heterosexual, able-bodied, rich, white guy, it's coming for you too, honey.
Hey everyone, it is Jack. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, hello. This is video 2 in my 4-part series discussing Trump's executive orders on gender ideology. With that said, let's get started. Ending radical indoctrination in K-12 schooling. Here we see Trump's attempt to eradicate discriminatory DEI policies from schools, get rid of unscientific teaching, teaching kids to hate their country, and in many cases diminishing parental rights. The EO says imprinting anti-American, subversive, harmful, and false ideologies on our nation's children do not only violate long-standing anti-discrimination civil rights law in many cases, but usurps basic parental authority. For example, steering students towards surgical and chemical mutilation without parental consent or involvement, or allowing males access to private spaces designed for females may contravene federal laws that protect parental rights. And with all of this stuff, if you don't know too much about it, it sounds nice, it sounds like we're just being passionate and inclusive, but the logical conclusion of a lot of this stuff is super sinister. Trump wants to end discriminatory equity ideology, which means an ideology that treats individuals as members of preferred or disfavored groups rather than individuals, and minimizes agency, merit, and capability in favor of immoral generalizations, including, and he goes on to list all the identity politics such as race, sexuality, gender, neurodivergence, etc. At this point, if you are still watching and not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button so you can help my channel reach as many people as possible. And also, while you're at it, hit the like button. You know you want to. And how is this something people cannot get on board with? You think of the people peddling this the most, people from minority groups. They don't want to let it go because they so far have been getting special treatment.
How is diversity and diversity targets working into the Aviate Academy?
We have committed that 50% of the class of the classes will be women or people of color.
When raising the issue of, well, it's against merit and we're actually discriminating against white men, they say, oh, but I'll take it. You know, a lot of people wanting this DEI is for their own selfish reasons.
Science of belonging says that people have to feel rewarded, seen, recognized, and valued in order to feel like they belong.
Trump too is banning this at a federal level, saying it should have no part in governmental positions.
We canceled $181 million in DEI training contracts. This is just for the training of people in DEI, which has been terminated and completely terminated.
There are many important jobs which are needed to keep the American people safe.
The FAA's diversity push includes focus on hiring people with severe intellectual and psychiatric disabilities. And that is amazing. They can be air traffic controllers. I don't think so.
And DEI has no space in this. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're green. If you are the best to defend a country and a Western nation, you should do it. It should be nothing to do with who you want to sleep with or how you identify.
Out of 3,300 city firefighters, only 115 are women right now.
People ask me, well, what number are you looking for? I say, I'm not looking for a number. It's never enough.
It is about the best people, and that's what America has always stood for, and something I really hope the UK can come back to standing for. Trump even blamed the recent catastrophic collision on DEI policies.
How you can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash?
Because I have common sense. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't.
And while it is not clear that this had any evidence in relation to why this happened, his salient point is that if we have this ideology in place in our hiring systems and across our government, then it is impossible for us to be confident that our staff have the necessary capability. And when you see someone from said minority group with a job, you're immediately going to be skeptical of their capability. And I say this as a gay person, if I earned a position somewhere, I would not want anyone thinking, oh, he probably just got it because he was gay. If you've still not yet, guys, make sure you like the video. And I just want to take this moment to say, if you want to support the channel, there are a few ways you can do that. I have a PayPal link in the description. You can also join the YouTube membership for access to the Jack Jewell Uncut episodes of my podcast. Or even better, join the Jack Jewell Uncut Substack for the same access, plus also written pieces and articles. That is my New Year's resolution. I am just about to release one, so hopefully you will see more and more from me. And with that said, let's get back into it. And you guys, I talked about being smug, right? And I don't want to lay in too much to that.
Told you so.
Or here's a taste of your own medicine. But one person that it is just delicious to see is Matt Bernstein has a podcast, A Little Bit Fruity.
I could say that gay people should support trans rights because trans people are the reason gay people have rights.
Has an Instagram and is well known for making all of these ridiculous infographics. He is showing here corporations when it's cool for us to exist in public. And then Target is ending its diversity goals as a strong DEI opponent occupies the White House. So you can see here that companies are starting to roll back, and it is just showing the clear vapidness of this virtue signaling that's been going on for years. They do not care about LGBTQIA plus people. They care about money, and they've seen other companies doing this and they've gotten on the bandwagon. But now we see companies ditching these ideas off the back of Trump's administration. I hope this sweeps across the West. And looking at all of these, you know, the rainbow is just starting to get a bit creepy. Do you guys agree with that? For me to feel safe, do I need to see rainbows over everything? I mean, this car, you know, it's just ridiculous. And the people have had enough. The queer community have gotten to the point where they think acceptance means celebrate me. The vast majority of people do not have an issue, or if they do, they're still not going to get up in your business, but they've just said, I don't want to be celebrating you every single day, and you don't get your way.
Your blood will taste the exact same as all those blue-haired they-thems you swear you have nothing in common with.
So with him, it is very pleasing to watch, I have to say. And most of all, this is happening in schools, which hopefully is going to put a dead stop to teachers doing things like this.
What's up? Let's do a tour of my inclusive classroom. Starting off with the social justice word wall we will be growing throughout the year. We did our identity maps and what is identity. Oh, a pronoun poster. A shocking pride flag. Yes, because love is a human right and everyone in this classroom matters. More inclusive picture books. Pronoun mascot. Oh my goodness, inclusive posters and affirmations for the morning. That's my inclusive classroom.
What's also been a major concern is the hard left's ideas about all of this gender ideology has seen a separation of child from parent and in some cases elimination of parental rights.
I see my role as an educator as collaborating with kids, families, and their caregivers. And I do stand by my statement that parents who reject their children's gender identities and their children's sexual orientations are not taking care of their children.
And all of this is just completely unacceptable. Again, gay and gender, two different things. You know, you could argue perhaps a teacher may not let it slip if they saw your boy holding hands with another boy in school, but allowing them to change their gender identity name, which could result in chemical castration and genital mutilation further down the line, is a very different point. And parents have all the right to look after their kid and decide what's best for them. And unfortunately, we have seen the most extreme cases of this where children have actually been removed from their family because they would not affirm their identity. And that is going to go down as one of the biggest stains on this period of history. And the utter wickedness of the state to think that they can take a child from you for not affirming a child's delusion about themselves. Gender ideology has also caused massive safeguarding risks in school. Check out this story of a teacher in Texas who recently had to resign when he told the mother to lie about her daughter's gender in order for her to play in female sports, and that the school would just simply endorse it.
And you turn us a birth certificate that says this gender.
Okay.
That's the gender we go with.
Okay. So if we can get it changed on
Yeah.
on any kind of record, like a state record,
Right.
and it says female, so then my daughter would be able to play on the girls' sports team then.
Yeah.
Okay.
If a parent found out, or a
Right.
student found out and said,
Right.
wait a second, this person isn't this gender.
Right.
And they sued the district, we'd be in trouble.
Okay. If there's a way to change on the birth certificate and no one knows, then it's okay.
And you never had this conversation.
We never had this conversation. Okay.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm Adam Gillette with Accuracy in Media.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
We have a recording of Mr. Lizardo coaching a district parent moving to the district on how they can have a biological boy compete in girls' sports in the district. He explained that if they change the birth certificate before they move in, then, quote, this conversation never happened.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't recall that conversation with any parent.
Well,
that's okay, we have it recorded.
It's situations like this which puts the majority group of students at risk for the sake of pandering to a woke parent and minority. And that is what we've seen with hyper-liberalism, is this obsession with the rights of the minority over the majority group. And we need to bring back democracy, roll back that hyper-liberalism a bit, and go back to a place where we once were. And I have to say, guys, I approve of this executive order. That concludes our second video in this series, everyone. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is going to be a good thing for the schools in America? And if you have kids, are you happy about this? I'd be very curious to know. And with that said, I will see you soon for part 3. Bye.
They're giving 5G non-binary vaccines to the Haitian dogs who are invading women's sports.
So